Welcome to the press conference for the first game in Group A of the Olympic Qualifying Tournament here in Riga. We had with us Coach Gijic and Duda Sanadze. The press conference is in English, so your questions, if you could ask them in English, please. We'll start, if we can ask yourself, Coach, to give us your initial thoughts of the game.
Thanks. First of all, thank you all for coming. Congrats to Latvia national team. Congrats to Luka, all the players. They played well. They played the way that we were expecting them to play. Okay, they're playing with each other, for each other, and that's it. We didn't respond well enough and long enough to their physicality, and this result actually at the end, it's quite embarrassing, to be honest. Okay, if you have questions, I'll try to answer.
Duda, do you have any initial comment?
Yeah, I mean, like Coach said, we're very disappointed that the score is not what we are and what we worked. We worked really hard these past days and some weeks, but you know, this score is not us. From bottom of the heart, I just want to say sorry for our effort to our fans and families, because that's not really us. And the good part about it is we have a next game, you know, we're still alive, and we're gonna do everything to move to the next round. We're really disappointed. We got a lot of work to do, but I think we're capable and we can prove wrong to a lot of people.
Okay, questions for either Duda or Coach? And if you could announce the organization you're with as well. Thank you.
Christian Zilan, sportscenters.com. Hello, Coach. At what point did you find out that Toko Shengeli will not be available for your team tonight? And the second question is, how did that change your game plan?
Do you mind if I refuse to answer? Yeah, we were aware of the problems. We were really trying to handle him. Believe me, the efforts of medical team and Toko personally to get himself in a position to help us, it's unmatched in my career, and I'm working for 33 years. We are really trying hard, but to be honest, I didn't want him to play today, this game. I think that's the right thing to do. And just to clear that, I cannot put everything on him not playing, okay? I have so many things that his teammates didn't do the right way, and the way we know they can do. So now we have to figure out why they didn't perform the way we were ready to perform.
That's fine. Any other questions? In the middle, please.
Georgi Barabakadze from Georgia, Leader Sport, yes. My respects to players, to coach about today's game. And I have a question. There is in chess opening combination, it's called Latvian Gambit. Maybe Georgians, this play is Latvian Gambit, and this 28 points loss. And after the tournament, we won. And it's only gambit for Latvians in Latvia. We Georgians want to think it's like that.
Duda, so we planned this? Guys, it's not a secret. I feel Luka Bank is my friend, and all congrats to them. Before the game, I don't know, did you hear what I said? I have a great respect for the way they're playing. You understand me? So you let them play in that specific kind of flow, it's kind of tough. And then you don't react. I mean, it's obvious to everybody here that we knew that Bertrands will sprint and slip and shoot after the slips after pick and roll on the top. But we simply didn't react the way we were ready for it. And that's one of the things that makes me unsatisfied.
This loss, you said pretty good one, could be our like the punch in the mouth to wake up, and represent like our country deserves. So there is a point.
Not working. Okay. Okay. You fought like in the first quarter. You did turn back. Many the difference was in one point, and then in the second quarter, like the ship has navigated, and you had the problem with Goga.
Okay, sorry.
With Goga,
Yeah.
and you also like the presence of Joe Shermadini that is also injured, and you had to miss the center position. Like, how much do you think that it has impacted in the end of the game?
Well, listen, first and the third quarter, there are things that we like, what we did. And obviously, second and fourth, they were not good at all. And I'm not trying to minimize their good basketball. Like, sometimes you're that good as your opponent lets you be good. Because, like, I will just try to explain you super simple, not to take too much time. If you, let's say, run the same play for 4 times and we stop you 2 times, then 2 times we don't stop you, you run the same, then you ask yourself as a coach, like, what changed? And then it's a lack of focus, lack of energy, and also different things.
One more at the back, and then we'll wrap it up.
Coach, as you most definitely know, Marek Meyers played for you 2 seasons ago. Can you?
No, don't start. That's me and him. We will talk about that.
Can you please share your thoughts on his performance tonight, and how important do you think he was for Team Latvia tonight?
Do you want me to show you? I have no problem to show you my messages to him a couple of days ago. He's one of the guys I like the most. I mean, as Duda, how I was talking about him. I'm super happy that he's with the team. I think that he's an extremely valuable player. Extremely valuable. Great guy on the floor, off the floor, doing the right things in a simple way, keeping his focus high. Today, he was even shooting better than usually. The number of threes during the season, as you know, it's not high for him. But today, obviously, as a product of all the things that were happening, he made all those shots. But he was doing the right place. And that's who he is. That's his value, and I really respect him and like him as a person, as a player. And actually, I'm super proud that he was with me as my pick last year in Hapoel Jerusalem, because he was like literally I handpicked him, and I mean, all guys, but that's another story.
Okay, thank you, Coach. Thank you, Duda. We'll wrap up the first part now, and good luck for the rest of the competition.
Thank you all for coming.
Okay, welcome to the second part of the press conference for the first game in Group A here in Riga at the FIBA Olympic Qualifying Tournament. We have Coach Banki and Arturs Slatins with us. Coach, if I can ask you, first of all, you want to start with a player? Yeah. Okay. Arturs, your comments?
It was a great game. We start really aggressive in the defense, and that was our goal before the game. And from that, we get the energy, big energy to play in offense. So I guess 5 points. It was great. So tomorrow we have to do the same thing and starting from the energy.
Okay, thank you. Would you like Arturs to ask the questions now, and are you okay to? Okay.
Question for Arthur, so he can go to take the shower. We have to play tomorrow.
Any questions for Arturs now?
Lucky man.
Okay. Arturs, if you need to go.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, Coach, your initial comments on the game.
Of course, we are very happy for this way to enter in the tournament. It's never easy. You know, long season for everybody. Being here, short time to prepare with many uncertainties, and the guys respond very well. As Arthur said, starting from the defensive approach, bringing the energy and the rhythm to play with our usual flow in offense. I believe especially second and fourth quarter were our best, but in general we kept a good level of intensity for the entire game.
Okay, questions for Coach, and again, please, if you can let us know which organization you're with before you ask the question, and this part of the press conference, just English questions, please. Any questions for Coach? There we go.
Ciao coach, Cesare Milanti, FIBA Basketball. You already witnessed this in this arena, in this city, in this country, but what does it make you feel to enter this arena every time, see a packed out crowd, and then your guys responded, and every time there's a three hit, everybody goes crazy?
Yeah, it's something special. You have to be here to understand what means such a vibes and such emotion grow incredibly in the last years, and that create a special connection between the team and the fans. But in general, this is for me as a foreigner, of course, is something special. Every time we come to Riga, every time we play in this arena, every time the guys wear this uniform, it's you know, it's something difficult to describe. But you know, we feel everybody their responsibility to represent the entire basketball community and the country in a proper way to show on a court what type of basketball we can play, and so it's like this. You had a possibility to be here, so you understand it's difficult to describe. I already had the interview with you before this game, you know, and many people ask, you have to be here, you have to walk on the streets, you have to see how the people embrace us, and it makes us feel very proud, but on the other hand, also responsible, starting from tomorrow. Because we really wish to have another solid game, solid performance. It's never easy, you know, because you have in a very short time to recover energy. We will face the Philippines, who has a totally different style of basketball. We will face a team fresher than us, who will play their first game in a tournament. But again, we will have this crowd and this arena on our side. And I really wish that will be another good night to make our fans happy.
Any other questions for Coach in the middle, please?
Georgi Barabakadze from Georgia, Leader Sport. Congratulations to winning the game. 12 years ago at Montepaschi Siena, you have trained Victor Sanikidze. Now he's Basketball Federation President of Georgia.
Yes.
At this time,
But also Boisa.
No.
Yeah, I was coaching in
yeah,
Siena when
Boisa
Boisa
also,
was
yes.
playing there.
yes. Now in roster,
Toko.
yes. How it feels? Can you describe to have rosters such a good Georgian players and play against him and winning the games?
Okay, let's say it's good that tonight Toko was not playing because I know how much Toko can impact. He's a game changer, you know. So of course tonight Georgia struggled to, you know, to compete with our energy, but it's with Toko, of course, it's a different story. It's a different team. It's a different style. It's you know, it's difficult because I realize how old I am when I see Victor. For me, he's still a player, you know. So see him as a president of the federation. But you know what? The general director of the Latvian Federation, Kaspar Tsiprus, is another of my ex-players. Don't tell too much around, but I'm becoming old. It's true. And I'm happy that some of my ex-players are still in basketball. They are passionate and they are helping the entire basketball community to grow. I know Victor is doing an amazing job for Georgian basketball. Happy to see him and Georgia at that level. And I don't know, maybe there are new promising players that I will recruit in my future.
Okay, we've got one more in the middle there.
Hey, Coach Jans Benzik Delphi. In sports, winning is hard. And Team Latvia is on a high note for such a long time. I guess my question is kind of silly, but how hard is to keep winning like this?
It's very hard. It's very hard. In general, I had experience in a club. Before we were speaking about this Siena cycle, I've been there 7 years, and we won the Italian league 7 years in a row. You know, and at the end of every season, we were fighting with ourselves first. It's a matter of demanding, to keep a high level of self-demanding, to try to adjust the small details, you know, something that maybe nobody is capable to see. What I like in this group of guys, no matter of the changes, of the adjustment in a roster, different level of shape and energy, because of course there are guys who show at the camp just a few days before the tournament. They are tired, they are exhausted, but still they play with great energy, great effort, and but we are trying to generate improvement no matter of what. Also when we play in a windows, that we have a very short preparation. It's about 2 practice before to play the game. We try to, together with the staff, to create some contents inside the practice where everybody understands that coming with the national team, there are a possibility to be better as a team, individually, but mostly as a collective, as a squad. So I believe it's difficult. It's difficult to keep a high level of demanding. I believe that our last campaign in a pre-qualification and World Cup in some way can make the people satisfied. And this is one of our tasks, proving this tournament that we want continue to progress. We want to again do something special to make ourselves and to make our fans happy, but it's difficult.
Okay, if there's no further questions, we'll wrap up the press conference for this game. Thank you, Coach. Congratulations, and thank you, everybody.